All right, drone video for a beautiful tract in Douglas County, Missouri. Very close to National Forest, very close to some major rivers. This is 5.2 acres. This is tract 34 at Bobcat Hollow. Direct frontage on the easement road, the gravel easement road on its west side, and then goes almost 1,000 feet back to the east and borders a little creek bed on its east side. And I don't know if the drone will get over the creek bed or not. If it is, we'll see if it's running. So we position now where we're looking northerly. That's the easement road. The property sits on the right. So on the east side of the easement road. The white truck is probably parked roughly in the center of the road frontage. That's usually what they try to do when they're doing videos, if possible. You're going to see that it's a heavily wooded property. This is obviously an autumn video. So most of the trees have either lost their leaves or the leaves have changed color. But depending on the species, some of them do take a little longer. We've oriented now where we're looking easterly over the property. And we're going to do I'm sure, a flyover all the way to the east side where you'll see that creek bed, hopefully, if we get that far. Like all the tracts, basically all the tracts in the Ozarks, it's going to be a mixture of level ground and rolling ground. As you get to the east side by the creek bed, you're going to have some steep ground because I'm sure it slopes down more quickly to the creek. That looks like maybe some kind of old trail on the property. Kind of hard to tell from the air. It appears to be a mixture of open and wooded. Quite a few large trees from what we can see. And then as we go further and further to the east, now you can see where it's starting to slope down, and you can see where that creek bed is as we get closer to it. It's going to be that kind of diagonal line going across the video. So that's going to be the creek bed that borders the east side of the property. And it looks like he's going to try to get us positioned where we can take a look at that. It's a gravel creek bed. We've been out to Bobcat Hollow many times over the years looking at different properties. And there have been times there's been water in the creek, and there has been times there has not been water in the creek. And sometimes it depends on the time of year, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it depends on if we've had rain, sometimes it doesn't. So don't plan on using that creek for a water source, because it would not be suitable for a year-round water source. It just doesn't flow year-round. But it's a beautiful creek bed. I mean, you'll find all kinds of rocks and fossils and cool stuff in an ancient creek bed like that. And now we've spun around. Now we're facing westerly. Way off in the distance to the right, you can see what looks like someone that's possibly doing a little homesteading out at Bobcat Hollow. This property could be suitable for that as well. You'll find basic property covenants in place. We don't feel they're super restrictive at all, especially compared to quite a few other rural developments. But you can camp out here, you can hunt out here, you can build your own cabin, you can build your own home. If you want to use the property or the cabin/home for a residence, it has to be at least 600 square feet on a concrete foundation, a continuous concrete foundation, which could be a slab, could be a basement, could be like a crawl space or a stem wall, could be poured concrete, or it could be concrete block mortared together. As we look off to the left, that looks like, well, that's on the other side of the road. Looked like maybe an RV there that someone was using for camping, or maybe for hunting season. That's not on the property, obviously. That's down the road and on the other side. So now we're just zooming in, taking a look at some of the road frontage on the west side. So super private. You do, of course, want a four-wheel drive. Not only do you have quite a bit of gravel county road, but you've got gravel easement road as well. So you do want a four-wheel drive. And not only for the four-wheel drive, but you'll get a little extra clearance with a 4x4 that you won't get with any car. And that can be helpful as well if you get some rough spots in the road. But beautiful property. I mean, it just pretty much ticks all the boxes as far as what people ask us for privacy and wooded, and it actually is surveyed. Surveying a property is not a requirement in most states, and that's true in Missouri as well. But this tract is surveyed. You get the creek bed on the east side, peaceful, private, wildlife everywhere, national forest, tens of thousands of acres of national forest within just a few miles, as well as Bryant Creek, North Fork River. It's awesome. So yeah, check out the website InstantAcres.com if you're not already there, and we would love to answer any questions you have about this property. That's tract 34 at Bobcat Hollow, Douglas County, Missouri.